Hello Chasitopians, and welcome back to my channel.
Don't you wanna vibe just one more time, baby? Don't you miss having me by your side? When we used to ride all night. All you gotta do is hit my line one more time. You know I'll come through and help you ease your mind.
Alright, so today I'm coming at you guys pretty barefaced. It's kind of nighttime right now. I just felt like I need to go ahead and do this video while I have a little bit of time. But like, I have a little breakout going on here. Don't mind that. I'm trying to clean it up, get it together, whatever. So as you guys know, on my channel I focus a lot on weight loss and lifestyle change because that's something that I've recently gone through, something I can relate to, something I can hope you relate to, and something I can just talk about from experience that I know a lot about. So I was going through my comments earlier and I noticed someone said that she wanted to know more about my mental motivation and my mental state during the time that I was losing weight, and how I really stayed motivated and what kept me actually going mentally, because honestly the mental part is probably the most difficult part of it all, because you have to want to get out the bed, you have to want to lose the weight, you have to want to do it, and you have to be fighting for it, or it's not going to happen. You're not going to end up doing what you wanted to do or looking how you want to look in the end. And I think it really is important for me to go ahead and go over the mental aspect and everything I went through mentally to get to this point physically. So what I did for you guys is I broke it down into 3 simple parts that I can explain to you really easily, and if you want me to go into more detail, please feel free to comment again down below and let me know what more specifically you want me to talk about. I'll be glad to go into more detail, but I'm going to go as deep right now as I feel I need to. And if you guys need more clarification, please let me know and I will make another video 100%. Before I dive into my 3 tips, don't forget that you guys can like, comment, and subscribe to my channel down below. Your support is greatly appreciated and I love you guys so very much. Alright, so if you want to lose weight, I can tell you right now, mental stamina is everything. You have to have the right mindset going in or you're not gonna get very far, because I tried over and over and over from about my senior year to high school till about last August. I tried and tried. Even last summer I started personal training, but I wasn't eating right, I wasn't in the right mind space, I wasn't ready to change my life. And so once I got into that mindset, like, okay, I'm ready for this shift, I'm ready to prove people wrong, I'm ready to get out there and kick butt, then it was like, click, all right, the weight's ready to fall off. And I lost 65 pounds and here I am now, and I feel better physically and mentally. So when I say it's a lifestyle change, I absolutely mean that 100%. It's a lifestyle change. All right, so mental motivation. How can you stay mentally motivated during a weight loss journey? My number 1 point is going to be anxiety. So anxiety and me had a big battle going on the last 3 years, and everything made me anxious. And because I was bigger, I was even more anxious about everything. Like even walking down the stairs, I'd be
like, oh my god, I'm gonna fall, like I'm gonna tip over because I'm so heavy, or like
I would just think crazy stuff in my head. Or like when I would go to class,
like, oh my god, what if I don't fit in the desk anymore? Like I'm not skinny, I'm not small enough to fit in the desk. Like
stupid stuff like that really gave me anxiety, made me anxious. Getting on the bus,
like, am I gonna fit? There's a lot of kids on here already.
Getting on elevators,
weight limits,
all kind of stuff like that gave me super anxiety. I freaking hated feeling like that. Like I was always thinking like, what's gonna happen? What am I gonna cause? What accident am I gonna get in today? And even like, am I gonna drop dead in the middle of the street? And like that was my biggest fear, you know, like being bigger, being heavier, and not being able to be accommodated, or not being able to take care of myself or make sure that I'm like, you know, just doing everyday tasks normally. And once I decided to lose the weight, you know, the anxiety went with it. Like I don't have that kind of anxiety anymore. The weight that I had on me was really contributing to my anxiety levels. Like I was a lot more anxious when I was heavier. And anxiety is my first point, because you have to get a grip on your anxiety in order to do this. Like if you're anxious about everything, you just have to kind of let that anxiety go. And that comes with like partially sorting out your life. My life was like a mess. It was like a freaking bowl of spaghetti, and all the noodles were all the parts of my life, and it was just tangled up. Or like when you put your headphones in your pocket, you know?
When you take your headphones and put them in your pocket and you take them back out, that's my life. Couldn't figure it out for the life of me.
And it was getting really tiring, really exhausting, and I was just tired of having that anxiety every single day. So I had to get a grip on my anxiety. I started with therapy, I'm not gonna lie. I went to therapy like 4 times a week. So 2 different therapists twice a week. 4 times a week I went to therapy. And they really helped me work through the things I needed to work through in order to get over that first hurdle. The first hurdle for me was just the anxiety, the PTSD, and all the stuff that I'd gone through before. And like once I got past that hurdle, it was smooth sailing from there. Like I really had to sort through some stuff in my life. So if you've got a lot of heavy stuff that you're carrying around, or like a lot of worries, a lot of doubts, a lot of self-doubt, you're gonna want to get past that before you start your journey, because it's gonna hold you back in the long run. So once you get past all this anxiety, dramatic mess of stuff that you have going on, then you proceed to stage 2. Let's talk about stage 1 from a real standpoint though. Like I lost my father in 2017. I went off to school. I flunked out of college twice by the time I was a sophomore. I gained over 100 pounds. I was in a really unstable relationship at that time. Like absolutely nothing was going right. I felt homeless because like my mom didn't want me at home, but also I was living with my best friend, and I was basically living out my car in my suitcase. I'm like 2 seconds from living in this car. Now I can't even really live in this car because the tag is expired right now, because I didn't really have anywhere that I really permanently wanted to stay. Didn't feel like I fit in, felt like I was a burden. I had this whole mess of crap going on, and like, I had to take a step back from all that. I had to cut a lot of people off. I had to cut myself off in a way, because I was letting on all that anxiety and drama and stuff, and it was really bad for me. And it made me eat. It contributed to my eating habits. It made me eat. It made me want to drink. It made me want to do all this crazy stuff that was making me gain weight. And I wasn't working on that anxiety in a positive, healthy way. So once I started exercising, after I worked through some of it, it was like, oh yeah, this makes me feel so much better. These endorphins make me feel better than calories, than alcohol, than all this other stuff. My endorphins are feeling really good running through my body, exercising and stuff. And so once I got into that good habit, that was everything. So my number 1 advice would be work through all your stuff. Seriously, work through your stuff and get to the other side of that, or at least close to the other side of that, and then start pushing yourself to work on your physical appearance. Because if you don't work on what's up here and what's right here first, there's no point in you even trying to work out. Phase 2, self-awareness. Learning about yourself, learning your triggers, learning your energies, learning all your intentions, all that kind of stuff is so important in a weight loss journey, because your triggers are what trigger you to eat, what trigger you to sit on your butt and do nothing, what trigger you to want to lay in bed all day, what triggers you to want to not leave the house, what triggers you to not want to work out, what triggers you to just want to sit in your misery, lay there and just die. Like that's literally where I was about a year ago. Like I just wanted to lay there and die, and nobody should want to feel like that. So once you get past your anxiety, you need to start moving into self-awareness. Okay, so what really triggers me? What really makes me want to eat? What really makes me feel this way? Like I have it written on my mirror over there. It says oversleeping will not help you reach your dreams. I had to write that out 5 times. I put one on the top of my bed, I put one on my mirror, I put one in the bathroom, I put one on this mirror. I had to have it everywhere, because it was a reminder to me, you know, oversleeping is not going to help you reach your dreams. What's going to help you reach your dreams? What are your positive triggers? So I started thinking about my future. Like, okay, if I do make it big, do I want to look like this when I appear on the red carpet, you know? Or like when people do start to recognize me, like, do I want to look like this? Do I want to act like this? Like, I want to think about more positive triggers, how I wanted my new lifestyle to be, what I wanted out of my new lifestyle, like not what made me sad in my old lifestyle. New friends, new energies, new just everything. And that helped me so much, because honestly, like getting around my old best friend was really triggering. Like we would talk about, you know, just stuff, and we would eat a lot. Or getting around my family too much, the negative part of my family, like that was a trigger for me. Like it would make me want to go eat. Literally, I would get so stressed just sitting there trying to have family time, and it made me want to go eat. Living here in my mom's house, it really made me want to go eat, because I was just stressed. I kind of felt like I was a burden. You know, I had that talk with my mom. You know, sometimes you have to open up to people, and I had that talk with my mom, and she's like, "You're not a burden. Like I love you so much. Don't ever feel like you're a burden. This is your home too." And like I feel that, but you know, you still want to get out on your own and stuff. But all I'm saying is you need to find your self-awareness and like really figure out what truly triggers you to feel the need to eat or the need to drink or the need to smoke or whatever habits you're facing, you need to figure out what that trigger is and be aware of it so that you can fight against it. Along with knowing your triggers, know how you're going to respond. Change your responses. I saw something, I think it was Common posted on Twitter. He was like,
you need to learn how to respond and not react.
So responding probably requires thinking, because reaction is just your jolt decision, what you do after something occurs. A response is more like a let me think about this, let me process this, then let me respond. And I thought that was so very important when it comes to self-awareness, because, okay, you know your triggers now. Now you decide, how do I react to these triggers? How do I respond to these triggers? Say you're walking in, your family's having a heated discussion about you.
They're talking trash, they're saying this, that, and the other.
Are you going to retreat to your car and drive to the nearest Wendy's and like buy a double stack? Or are you going to go for a run and really just release the toxicness? Go for a run, get the toxic out, or listen to some music, burn some candles, burn some incense, do something positive just that's good for your mind and your soul and your heart, you know? And so learning how to respond as opposed to reacting is going to help you so much with the self-awareness thing. Because once you learn what your triggers are, you learn what your new response is going to be, you're set. You're literally set. As long as you're not, reacting in negative ways, you're set. And you're going to be more positive. You're going to think more positive. There's going to be more positive motivation for you to want to do something. And I think that's so important, learning the difference between response and reaction time. So, step 1, figure out your anxiety. What really gets under your skin, what's really causing this inner grief, this inner mental warfare, what's causing it. Step 1 is anxiety. Step 2, self-awareness, figuring out your triggers, figuring out your responses and your reactions, and really just figuring out who you are and what you want out of this. Phase 3, self-confidence. You want to be 100% confident in yourself. That's my thing now. I am Chastity, and Chastity is what I am. That's what you're gonna get. That's what I'm gonna give. That's it. This is it. This is what I come with. And if you don't like it, you can vamoose. That's what I've learned. And my mom has played a big role in that, because she doesn't mess with people that she just doesn't feel that good energy from anymore. And like sometimes I think my mom is not in good spirits, but like she's like, I could care less. Like, I just don't want to be around negative energy. And I feel that on a spiritual level. That's the best way to combat negative energy, is self-confidence, because you're like, I don't care. This is me. This is what I believe in. This is what I stand for. This is what I support. This is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to do. If you don't like it, then you can step aside. I mean, there's respectful ways to say that if you're not that kind of type person. There's respectful ways to express yourself, express your vision for yourself. And then there's ways that you just come on out with it and like let them know, like, you have like put me down for the last time. I will be, and I will always be, and this is what I'm going to work toward. And if you don't like it, then that's fine. I don't need you. It's okay to say that I don't need you. And that's okay to say to your family. That's okay to say to your friends. It's okay to say to whoever is putting you down and not supporting your vision. It's fine. Because guess what? You have self-awareness. You've overcome your anxiety. Were they standing there holding your hand to overcome your anxiety? No, that's something you had to work through. So that's okay if you step aside and you're like, hey, this is my time for me. And if you can't get behind that, then I'm sorry. You're just going to have to step out of my life for this season and maybe forever. Once you've got the inner confidence thing down, that outer confidence will come. Because, I still carry a little weight on me. I still carry some weight on me. And I lost 65 pounds. I'd like to lose another 45, 50, right? So that's a lot. That's a lot. But I feel better on the inside. So when my friends say, girl, you look good, I'm like, hey, I do. Like, it's not like, oh, do I? I really do. It's like, hey, I look good. Like, thank you, Pooh. Thank you. Yes. Like, I'm hyping myself up just as much as they're hyping me up. And that totally feels good. That feels so good. Because before I'd be like, let me have my stomach a little more. But if they tell me I look good, I'm like, yes, girl, I look good. And ain't nobody gonna tell me I don't. So surround yourself with those beautiful people who make you feel confident, as well as entertaining your own confidence and just mustering up your own confidence. Like, it's important. Confidence is so important in a weight loss journey. You need to feel good from the beginning to the end. And it's going to be a beautiful journey if you just follow those 3 things. I promise you, it's a lifestyle change. Mental stuff is the worst to have to overcome. Like, it's the worst. And I know it's the worst. I've been through it. I've been through the PTSD. I've been through the mental episodes, thinking I was depressed, thinking I was schizophrenic, thinking I was all this kind of stuff. And I wasn't. I was just letting myself make excuses and excuses and excuses as to why I couldn't do things. What people were telling me, what people were saying in my ear, it spoke too loud. It wrung out my voice. And that's what really got to me. Like, when I started changing who I was hanging around, who I was listening to, what I was listening to, what I was doing, it was a world of change for me, because I got rid of that anxiety. I gained self-awareness and I gained self-confidence, and my whole world shifted. I don't invite negative energy into my life anymore. If you want that's your thing, just go now. Just go now. Leave them demons at the door, babe. Over there. Because I don't entertain it anymore. I don't entertain it. Whenever I feel like something's getting hard or something's not working out, oppressor, get up out of here. I don't got time for it. Stay in. No time for you today. I'm raking the blessings. I'm manifesting. Like, you can tell him to back off, you know. You can tell them evil demons, them spirits, them energies to get away from you, and they will back off. They will leave. At the end of the day, and at the end of all of this, you are the most important thing to you. You're all you have at the end of the day. Your body is your temple. You have to take care of it. You have to love it. You have to make sure that you're watering it and growing it. And if you don't take care of your mind and your heart and your soul first, it makes it impossible to take care of your physical being and take care of your outer core. Because if you're an ugly person right here, or you're a person carrying a lot of burdens right here, you're not going to care what you look like on the outside, because you're still fixing on the inside. So once you fix what's on the inside, it'll lead to a path of you fixing what's on the outside, if that's something you're looking for. Maybe you fix the inside and you decide, I freaking love my curves. I freaking love myself. Like, that's okay too. That's perfectly fine. But I'm telling you, for my weight loss journey, these 3 things really helped me overcome a lot. And they contributed to my overall health, like my mental health, my physical health, and my spiritual health. So much changed for me. And I wish that for anybody else who wants to go on that journey. Like, I hope everyone goes on some type of journey like that really helps them feel whole and really helps them feel like, hey, I'm doing something. I did it. Like, I succeeded. Anxiety, tackle it. Self-awareness, get in touch with it. Self-confidence, exfoliate yourself in self-confidence. Exude self-confidence. You are the self-confidence, babe. You are the self-confidence. Be the self-confidence. Be bold. Be bright. Be you. That is all I have for you guys today. I am super excited to bring this message to you. I just really hope it touches you guys, and I hope it really helps you find your way on your journey. Like, it's so important what I just said, and I really hope that you guys take it and run with it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, I love you guys so very much. Adios, Chasitopians. Mwah.